This talk is about a new SQL command that is introduced in Postgres 15, that is merge. Merge is considered as a key feature of Postgres 15 release, and in this talk I would like to give more insights about this command. A brief introduction about myself. My name is Shruti. I work as a database developer at Enterprise DB, and I've been working with Enterprise DB for 2 years now, and my journey with Postgres has started after I joined Enterprise DB. So here is the agenda. Okay, in this talk I would like to give a sneak peek into one of the most anticipated features of Postgres, a feature that was highly requested for many years. So first I would like to give a background on why this feature was much needed, and what problems it is going to solve. Following that, I would like to officially introduce you to the merge SQL command, what exactly this command does, and we will walk through the merge syntax and how merge works. I will be taking a couple of examples and explaining how merge is exactly going to work, and things to keep in mind while using merge. So for someone who is trying to write code using merge statement, there are common errors which you would run into. So I've picked a couple of them, and I've tried to help you how we can avoid such cases. Next, we see some of the practical applications of merge statement, its current limitations, wish list for future, and any questions I'll be taking at the end. So why merge? Other databases like Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle has long supported merge command, but the absence of same in Postgres, it forced developers to create custom workarounds, and the workarounds did not always perform at the same level. Also, having applications where merge statement is used regularly, migrating that code to Postgres was highly expensive from a cost and a resource angle. So to give an example, we see developers at EDB spend nearly 2 days migrating a given merge statement in an application. And we regularly see applications where merge statement occurs in the range of 10 to 20. However, there are applications where merge occurs in a count of 100. So now you can imagine the cost of migrating such code. That is 2 days of code migration into hundreds of statements. So this was the scenario before merge came into Postgres. Also, the absence of this merge command became a barrier for customers migrating to Postgres. So finally, after many years of wait, this much anticipated feature has made its way to Postgres. And I would like to give special mention to Pawan, one of the authors of the patches here. And many more people has worked on this, like Alvaro, Amit Longate, and many more. So special thanks to all of these people, special contribution to Postgres. Merge is going to make significantly easier for developers who migrate their legacy database systems to Postgres. And now that the barrier is removed, we can expect many enterprises leaving their legacy systems and making Postgres their database standard. And yes, merge is definitely going to accelerate the Postgres adoption in the enterprise market. So what is merge? Merge provides a single SQL statement that can conditionally insert, delete, update rows. So thereby you don't have to write separate statements for each of these. And the actions that we perform in merge, like insert, delete, update, they have the same effect on the table like regular insert, delete, update DML would do. So merge is going to simplify the SQL scripts for database developers and administrators, and the production code will be easily maintained, better maintained now. And also you can write more readable code now, and also write less code with the help of merge statement. And coming to the performance, merge does give some benefits, because here within a single statement you are doing 3 DML operations. So the number of IOs to read the data is reduced, and the source table is read only once, processed only once. So you can expect performance levels have good results from merge. Okay, so now we'll get more into the merge. So in high level you can see merge as synchronizing of 2 tables or merging of 2 tables, but it goes deeper. So merge can mean different things depending on what you would want from it. So in this case, there are two tables, assume there are source and target, and merge allows you to specify on what parameters you want to synchronize these tables. That is the join condition. So what columns of source you want to merge with the target. So that is where you give the join condition. So once merge is performed, you can, I would like to say that there are two sets of record you can expect. One is, first set is matched. So these are the records that are in source table that have a matching record in the target table for the given join condition. So when there are matching records, then merge allows you to either either update or delete, or you could do both, conditionally update few and conditionally delete few. The second set is not matched set. So these are the rows in the source table that do not have a matching record in the target table. For these records, merge allows you to insert them to the target table. So merge gives a wide range of functionalities and flexibility. So it's up to you how you want to design your merge statement that suit your requirement. So now let's go to the merge syntax. So the with clause is where you can give your subqueries, and they can be referred later in the merge, inside the merge statement. The with clause is optional. So the actual syntax starts from merge into. So you have merge into target table name. So you specify which table you want to merge, and an optional target alias name using data source. Data source is a source table or a source query. Again, you can give an optional source alias name on join condition. So join condition is the place where you specify on which columns you want to join these two tables. And then comes the where clause. So where clause is where you get a lot of flexibility. So now if you see the where clause, you have when matched and condition. So if you want to do the action conditionally, then you give and followed by the condition. So when matched, then you could do either merge update, merge delete, or do nothing. Next is when not matched. So when not matched, and if you want to do this one conditionally, you specify the condition. When not matched, then merge insert, do nothing. So do nothing, I would like to give some input on this. So when you say do nothing, then it simply means skip the source records. So since you can have many when clauses, and the evaluation of the when clauses are done in the way it is specified in the merge statement. So having a do nothing clause at the beginning can help you to filter all the non-interested rows of the source table, so that only the required ones go to the more fine graining. So merge insert will be same, like you just need to mention insert and what values you want to insert. Merge update also has the same DML update syntax, that is update, set what columns you want to update, and delete is straightforward, you just delete. So for someone seeing the syntax for the first time, it might feel it is a bit complex or big, but in the coming slides I have taken very basic examples of merge, which does only one operation like insert, delete, update, so that you get a clear picture of how merge exactly works in real application. So the Postgres implementation of merge conforms to the SQL standards. The with clause and do nothing action are extensions to the SQL standard. So here is an example where merge is doing a update using merge. So if you see, there are two tables, source and target, and here are the record information. And if you see the merge statement, you have merge into target using source s on s.id is equal to t.id. So they are the join columns. When matched, then update set price is equal to s.price. So here you are merging on the column id, and you are updating the target price to source price. So in the statement, if you see, I have mentioned only price, it is not t.price. So all the actions you do in merge is always on the target table. So when I say price, it is t.price. So once the merge is done, if you see the target result, so you see that two matching rows got updated with the price mentioned present in the source table. So this is how an update works in merge. Next is conditional update using merge. So here it is almost same as the previous example. just that you have an additional AND clause after when matched. So it is when matched and source name is not orange, then update the target price. So if you see the result, there are 2 matching rows, but out of which only one could meet the given AND condition. So only one of the record is updated in this statement. Next is delete using merge. So here if you see, the difference comes in the merge statement, that is when matched then delete. So here you have 2 matching rows and both the records are deleted. So there is no AND condition, so both the records get deleted. And in the target table if you see, there is one more thing if you observe here is there is one row in target having ID 6. So this is a row that is in source table, but not, sorry, which is there in target table, not in source table. Such records remain in the target, and other 2 records which had matching with the source are deleted. So this is also same delete, but it is conditional. So when you have when matched and an additional condition, then we are deleting the rows. So here the condition is on the target column, yeah, and also for update and delete you can have condition on the source columns or the target columns. So in this case there is a condition on the target column, and target price is greater than 20, only then delete. So in the after 2 records, only the first one passes through this AND condition, and that record got deleted. The other matching record still remains in the table. Next is insert using merge. So insert comes under when not matched. So if you see the merge statement, it is when not matched, then insert which columns you want to insert, values. So here I am inserting all the values from the source table to the target table. However, you can give, if you have other requirements to insert different values, so you can give different values at the time of inserting. So in the source table there is one record that is not matching with target. So after the merge, that record is present in the target table. So next is the example of conditional insert using merge. So here you have when not matched and source price is less than 30, then insert values. So of the 3 records present in the source table that do not match the target, I guess only 2 of them pass through the AND condition and they are inserted into the target table, and the other one is skipped from the insertion. So here is a complete example of merge where you are doing update, delete and insert all in a single statement. So if you see the statement, you have merge into target using source on ID column. When matched and price is less than 10, then update the target price. So the second when clause is when matched, then delete. And the third one is when not matched, then insert. If you see the source and the target tables, so there are 3 matching rows in source and target. So when there are multiple when clauses, so for each of the match record, the when clause gets evaluated from the order it is specified. In this case, it is update. So the first record comes through this when clause, and then the additional AND clause is getting AND condition is getting evaluated. So if you see the target price for the first row is 10, since it does not pass through this check, now it will, for the same record we check with the next when clause, that is when matched then delete. So there is no additional AND clause, so this record gets deleted in the merge. So similarly, if you see the second record, so the second record the price is 6, so 6 is less than 10, this one gets updated. So if you see in the target table, the price is getting updated against with the source price. Similarly, for the third record, it passes through the AND condition, and you can see that the value of the target price is updated with the source value. So that's how it happens. When you have multiple when clauses, always it starts evaluating from the first when clause. Only when the first one did not pass, it goes to the second when clause. And next is when matched then delete. So already that has happened. So now for the when not matched, you have 2 rows in the source table and there is no condition. So these 2 rows are inserted to the target table. So total in this statement there are 5 records that got affected, 1 delete, 2 updates and 2 inserts. And you can have multiple when clauses, there is no limit, but you should have at least 1 when clause for the merge statement to work. and the order in which you specify when matched, when not matched has no difference. So, however you specify, the final result would be the same. So, this is on successful completion of the merge, this is how the output looks like, that is you have merge followed by a number. So, this is the total count, that the total number of records that got affected includes insert, delete, update. For the previous example, there were 5 records that got affected, that is merge 5. So, this is statement execution for the previous example. So, there is no individual count of insert, delete, update, you get the total count. So, this is how the query plan looks for merge. So, this is for the same statement where merge was performing insert, delete, update. So, this is how the query plan looks. So, what rows are affected by merge? So, merge performs all the actions only on the original rows that were in the table at the time of join. So, the new records, in case there were new records inserted part of when not matched insert clause, those rows will not be deleted nor updated even if their AND condition is meeting. Similarly, if you update a record to a new value, you cannot consider that record to be deleted. So, only it just gets updated. Even if the delete condition evaluates to true on the updated value, your merge will not delete those records. Okay, here are some of the common mistakes we make while using merge statement. So, one such case is trying to update a target row more than once. So, in this merge statement, the join condition is on the column name, and if you see, there are 2 rows in the source that have the same name in the target table. In such case, merge will not allow to update such operations merge does not support. So, it says that you cannot affect a row more than once. So, it is up to you how you decide your merge statement. So, you need to wisely choose the join columns and also the column properties, like I will be saying in the next slide. Okay, merge does not mandate you to have a unique index or a primary key or a unique key for the joint columns. However, having a uniqueness constraints for the joint columns will avoid you from getting into the issue I just explained, that is 2 rows in the source matching a single row in the target. And also creating proper index and also joining only the required columns will avoid from getting into any performance issues while synchronizing the tables. So, here is one more case which you might encounter while using merge statement, that is unreachable when clause. So, if you see in this example, there are 2 when matched clauses, when matched then update, when matched and some condition then delete. So, in this example, so if you have couple of matching records for this statement, all the matching records will pass through the first when clause. So, the second one becomes unreachable. So, the wise thing is to, whenever you have multiple when clause, always keep the first one conditional or the following ones except the last one, so that all the clauses gets reachable. So, in this case, if we are done when matched and some condition update, when matched and one more condition then delete, then it would work fine. So, always make the first one conditional so that all the when clauses are reachable. So, coming to merge privileges, there is no separate merge privilege. Select permission should be there for the source table, and coming to the target table, you need to have update privilege on the target if you are doing update part of merge, insert privilege if you are doing insert action, and delete privilege if you are deleting some records in the merge. So, this is the behavior of merge with triggers. So, suppose target table has triggers configured on it. The before statement triggers are performed for all the actions that are part of the merge. That is, even whether or not they are when clause match, all the before statement triggers are executed. And coming to the before row triggers are performed just before the action is getting performed, like just before insert you do the insert before statement in case it was configured. And after row triggers are performed just after the action event is performed. And the after statement triggers are performed for all the actions part of the merge statement whether or not the action really occurred in the merge. So coming to the concurrency and isolation, the principle is same as the normal insert, delete, update would do. So suppose if a merge is trying to update or delete a record, and if that record is concurrently updated, so merge tries to perform its action on the updated version of the record. However, there is a twist here. So now on the updated version of the record, merge has to re-evaluate and see if the join condition still holds good, because now it is part of the when matched case. So if the join condition is no more true now, then this record is considered as when not matched candidate. So it goes to the insert flow in case insert was given for the merge. So it will consider that as a new record to be inserted to the target table. Suppose the join condition still holds good. Now on the updated version of the record, the when clause has to be re-evaluated from the beginning. So now since the values are changed, we are not sure which of the when clause is going to match. So it starts evaluating the when clause right from the first one. So now coming to insert. So assume if a target table is having unique index configured on it, and if merge tries to insert a record and the same value is concurrently inserted, then merge throws uniqueness violation error. So it says that a duplicate key already exists and it comes out of the insertion. So here are some of the practical applications of merge. So merge has use cases both in OLTP as well as data warehousing. So one such example for OLTP cases, consider you have a table, there is a table that the application is not directly updating. Instead, it takes the delta of the changes periodically from an external source. In such cases, you can load this data into a staging table and consider this as a source table and merge it to a target table. So in such applications, merge gets very helpful. And second case is merge can be helpful to maintain the slow changing dimensions. So for such changing dimension tables, suppose there is any records that are no more in the source table, then you delete that in the SCDs. And if there is any new records in the source table, you can insert to this SCDs, and if there is any updates, bring that update to this SCD tables. Current limitations of merge. Currently merge is not supported if a target table is view or a foreign table, and returning clause is not supported in merge, and if target table has any rules defined on it, merge is not supported. Wish list for future, like currently merge does not affect the rows that are in the target table but does not match in the source table. So having such clause like when not matched by source, so in future if we have such clause, then we can have a way to handle such rows, and it just adds to the versatile property of the merge in my opinion. So that's all I had to share. Any questions?